Alrighty, so in this video I want to talk about something that in 2020 I want to see black people stop doing, especially black men and black males, rather. That is sagging. I am so sick and tired of seeing black dudes almost everywhere I go, walking up and down the street, in the grocery store, and even in my current place of employment, sagging their pants off their ass. It is so tacky and nasty and disrespectful as far as I'm concerned. No, the average person does not want to see your drawers, okay? The average person don't want to see the crack of your ass. And so there's this one guy that I work with. He's very young, like maybe I say in his early 20s. And this dude is always walking around intentionally sagging with a belt at that. You know, every once in a while I may see the top of his boxers or underwear. But for the most part, he sags, and he makes sure that he wears a shirt to cover his underwear. But still, it's still a disgusting, uncouth, and unkempt trend. And the thing is, I don't think that these guys fully understand where sagging originates from. I've seen a video on YouTube. And I've always heard from other sources that sagging originated in prison, mostly amongst the homosexual male population in prison, that sagging was a way to advertise the man's butt, that he's available for homosexuals activity. So I don't know if these young guys or these people that do sagging are fully aware, or if they understand the origins of sagging. But just like the comedian Eddie Griffin says, sagging is, and I'll let you fill in the blank. But you know, if you want to know a complete statement, just go on YouTube and Google Eddie Griffin on sagging. You know, YouTube has been cracking down on the use of particular phrases and languages, so I don't want to put my channel at risk of being flagged for offensive content, so I'm going to refrain from using certain words on this channel. But you know, that's what it comes down to, that sagging is fill in the blank. And so yeah, and I want to tell this young guy so badly to pull up his pants and to stop doing that crap, because it does not look good. You know, and so many people think that it's cute, and it's not cute. I see women at the grocery stores and in other places walking hand in hand with these dudes sagging, and I don't see, you know, how any self-respecting woman who calls herself a woman could walk hand in hand with a man sagging with his pants hanging off his ass. And I see dudes sagging wearing stretch pants and spandex pants. What makes it so bad? There used to be a time where dudes would sag wearing baggy pants, but now they're doing with skinny legs and all types of pants. But yeah, I want to tell this guy so badly that it's not a good look. It's certainly not a good look amongst, not only is it not a good look amongst co-workers and upper level management, it's not a good look in the eyes of, especially in the eyes of the professional white folks. You know, I know they have to be talking about this guy behind his back. And the thing that really disappoints me is that no one in management and no one in HR has stepped up and had a talk with him about the way that he dresses. And get this dude was just promoted to management. Okay, and he's still walking around sagging. So, it's just to me, like, I want to say something, but I know that if I say something, he's going to take it the wrong way. He's probably going to become aggressive and hostile with me, and then probably going to try to find a way to retaliate against me because I criticized him, which, I would be, if I did criticize him, I would be doing it with the best of intentions. He may not see it that way, so I'm going to refrain from saying anything. I'm going to bite my tongue and just leave it in the hands of an older male or, somebody in management to say something. But yeah, I was looking on the news, and I was looking at the news, and Mayor Bloomberg is now doubling down on stop and frisk in New York. And so this guy that I work with, he told me that he moved from New York because of that. Well, that was one of the reasons, aside from the high crime in some areas and because of the high cost of living, he decided to move from New York to Florida. And one of the reasons was also because of the stop and frisk rule. He's told me that at one time when he used to wear dreads in his hair, that he would get stopped and frisked a lot. Like, he told me that once he was stopped and frisked 5 times in 1 week, and that his own mother didn't believe him when he told her about it. You're probably wondering, what does this have to do with my original topic of sagging? Well, aside from racism and racial profiling, which is probably a given at this point, I believe that part of the reason why some of these guys are being stopped and frisked so often is because of the way that they present themselves, the way that they carry themselves. Like it or not, people are going to have a certain perception about you based off the way that you carry yourself. If you're walking around wearing sagging jeans, a white beater, flip-flops, or house slippers with white tube socks, chances are likely people are going to be looking, and you have dreads on top of that, and you're black, chances are likely that people are going to look at you as a thug. They're going to view you as a thug or a criminal or dope dealer or whatever. So it's not fair. It may not be right, but that's just how people are, and it's natural. That's a defense mechanism that we all have. We prejudge people based on the way that they speak and based on the way that they present themselves through their attire and their body language. So, I believe that may be part of the reason why a lot of these guys are being stopped and frisked more often than other groups of people.